Sairam. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our dearest Swami and a loving Sairam to all our dear listeners. Wishing everyone a very happy Easter. We are back with the 14th episode of Sri Sathya Sai Ashtottaram, a garland of 108 precious gems. Om Shri Sai Sarvantaryamine Namaha. Salutations to Shri Sai, who is the inner conscience of all. Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, as God incarnate, is omniscient, omnipotent and omnipresent. This power is present only in avatars. He who resides in the heart, being omniscient, can easily read the mind and heart of all his devotees. He hears all sincere prayers and responds to them accordingly. He guides us, protects us, and even rebukes us if required for our evil thoughts. He picks up even the subtlest thought in the mind of his devotees. Here is a small story to illustrate this. Once, Diana Baskin from USA, along with her husband Joel and little daughter, set out for Puttaparthi. She was extremely tense till they boarded the flight because of the uncertainty in her husband's mind regarding coming to Puttaparthi. He was reluctant to come to Swami. Finally, he boarded the flight and she felt very relieved. At Prashanti Nilayam, they were well accommodated since Diana's mother had already arrived 1 month earlier. But Joel had one problem about his smoking. No such vices are allowed in the ashram. So, next day he went out of the ashram along with his wife to the hilltop for a smoke. Sitting there and enjoying the scenic beauty from the hilltop, Joel suddenly shouted, "Look! Look at that beautiful rainbow!" Diana turned her gaze towards the wondrous sight in the sky. The rainbow was a vertical one and extremely unusual. It vanished after some time. Joel was very excited by now and said to his wife, "Do you remember? It was only last week I had expressed a desire that Sai Baba should materialize for me a rainbow." And Joel was under the impression that this desire was known only to himself, Diana, and his friends in Los Angeles. But how can the omniscient Sai not know about this? When both of them returned to the ashram, to their utter surprise, Sri Kasturi welcomed them, saying, "Swami has called you both for an interview tomorrow morning." Next morning, they arrived in the interview room. As Swami came down the steps, he laughed aloud, saying, "So, how did you like my rainbow?" and patted Joel lovingly on his back. Joel was speechless. Tears started rolling down his cheeks. Diana too had tears in her eyes. Back home, when Diana pleaded with Joel to come along for Swami's darshan, he had put a condition that he would seek Swami's darshan only if Swami would show him a rainbow. Swami, the indweller in every heart, knowingly fulfilled his condition. Swami took his seat and everyone sat around him. Joel sat right next to Swami. When Swami inquired after her daughter's health, Diana told him that the child was suffering from a cold and a stomach ache. Swami rolled up his sleeve and with a circular movement of his hand, materialized a fresh fig and gave it to her. After the interview, Joel searched the entire market for a fig. He got the standard answer: "This is not the season for figs and you will not get them anywhere in southern India right now." What could be the reason for Swami materializing a fig for the child? Just moments before he did so, Joel had thought a thought in his mind. Can Swami materialize a fruit instead of the usual vibhuti? and the very next moment, the omniscient Swami materialized a fresh fig which was not available anywhere at that time.
अंतर ज्योत जलाओ साई, अंतर ज्योत जलाओ साई, ब्रह्म सनातन दया करो, ब्रह्म सनातन दया करो, दया करो हे पूर्ण ज्योतिर्मयी, शक्तिमयी कृपा करो, शिव शक्तिमयी कृपा करो, दीन दयामयी पतित पावनी, दीन दयामयी पतित पावनी, साई जग जननी कृपा करो, साई जग जननी जननी कृपा करो, साई जग जननी कृपा करो, अंतर ज्योत जलाओ साई।